Hello everybody, my full name is Lê Ngọc Minh Huệ. I'm 10 years old this year. Well, today I'm going to be talking about the benefits of reading and why do I love to read books so much that I have nearly 2,000 of books. Well, as you know, my hobby is reading books. I love to read books so much. Well, there's a lot of reasons why I love to read books. Well, let's go and discover through some of them. Well, the first one that you must know is that when you're reading books, you must find out that, when you're reading a book in peace, suddenly you find a hard word. Do you ever meet that situation? And if it was that, you're going to probably search out for the word or ask other people about what is this meaning, how is this used, and a lot of other questions. And when you ask all those questions, you are starting to learn a vocabulary inside your mind. And that's something that's really helpful. Because sometimes when I'm talking, I could need to take a lot of time to think about the word that's necessary for that sentence. So expanding my vocabularies is a really great thing to do. Second, usually when you read books, your brain starts to think that those letters and those paragraphs are starting to relate to what you're thinking, right? Like when you're reading a poem, if you love it and you read it every day, then your mind is starting to focus on how to describe something in a poetic way, in a way that people could use to express something by poem. So it's something that's really important for you. Also, reading books is something that's really fun for you and gives you a lot of information. Such as, let me find a book. This book. This is a book that's from National Geographic Kids. And look at this book. You can see that this book inside of it contains non-fiction. Non-fictions are real information that is really helpful for you. So when you read these, if you understand, then you probably know what's happening outside. Like reading a book of elephant could help you to learn more about elephants and lots of other informations about how it lives, what do it eat, where do it sleep, and a lot of other informations. Let me put it back. Reading books is something that's really good for your mind too. It will make your brain to start to work in a logical way, and it could maybe even improve the speed of your reading. Like maybe sometimes when I'm reading out loud, then it could take me a lot of time. But when I'm reading by my mind, it will be something that's really fast, but I can still understand the information. And that's something that's really great. Also, once there was a group of people in a reading club. They said to me that reading book is a way of sleeping. So I tried some. One night, I take out this nursery book. This is a book that contains a lot of nursery tales that I like the gingerbread man or the story of the hen. And while I'm reading these, my mother told that when I'm reading these, I start to fall in sleep. I don't know why, but reading book is just like singing a lullaby to yourself and makes you to feel asleep. Even if it's a really exciting book like these nurseries, they still are going to make you to feel sleepy, and it could bring you to a warmer and better sleep. That's my experiment. So why don't you try it? Well, that is some of the information that helps to built up the main idea of me loving to read books. And if you're a person who doesn't like to read books, why don't try my hobbies? It is something that's really fun, of course. And even when you doesn't have the money to buy these books, some of them are really, really expensive that have to save for a long time to buy it. Even if you don't have the money or doesn't know where to find the books that you like, you could use ebooks. Ebook is something that's really good for you, and there could be reviews and pictures too. So there's a lots of ways to focus on reading, and it's not just some unuseful thing. It is something that helps you in a lot of sides. It's going to be really, really good to your career, maybe. What if you want to be a writer or an interviewer and more? It's going to really, really help you in a lot of sides. Well, why don't you try my hobby? I hope that one day you're going to love to read books like me. And thank you for listening. Goodbye. See you next time.